is he? He is me. Hi, I'm Rafi Redzwan. This is he. Here is my chance to share some amazing stories with some amazing people that are inspiring to me. He celebrates everyday people of everyday life. He revolves around conversations that inspire others to change the world and make a difference in life, with a little bit of laughter and a whole lot of drama. Join me for personal stories and experiences on health and healing, successes and failures, recovery and discovery, anything relatable, and anything in between. He elevates us to rise again and live our very best life. Just so you know, you are not alone. He is with you.
I kucing satu
Ah,
laki, satu perempuan. I have two cats here.
kucing you bawa ke?
Bawa dari Malaysia, Hong Kong, Singapore.
Oh, iya?
Yeah,
Best ni jadi kucing you.
yeah. My kucing
Ah,
has seen it all. No,
wow!
my
Seen it all.
no, no, seen four different apartments.
Okay, okay. When you say seen it all, I was like, wow. Oh, the action. Ding, 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 ding. Jean Loh falls in love with the city of Paris and all over France as an expatriate. In this episode, he explores the story on what day to day life is about, the idea behind Paris I Love You, what it means, and what moves her decision to leave for France, and what makes her fall in love with Paris. As she talks about her everyday obstacles working and living in a foreign place as an expatriate and how it differs from other places she has lived before, she shares her journey of why moving far from home in Malaysia isn't the same. She strives on a personal and professional level, rises to the challenge, and strives to become a better person through this experience that helps her to rediscover herself and finds a new meaning to her purpose in life. This is her story. Hi, Jean.
Hello, Rafi. Thank you for having me on your podcast. So excited to
Yeah,
speak to you.
I'm so happy to have you to talk about
Yeah, it's
Paris.
been a
Je
while.
t'aime.
So when
I
was the
je
last time you're
t'aime.
in Paris?
Oh my god, I think the last time in Paris was 2000 and oh dear, how long that? 2012? 2012?
Mm.
12 or 14. And then
That
before that I
means
go Paris every year. Every year,
that
twice a
means
year.
it's a long overdue trip
Uh,
to
no,
come and
now
visit
no
again.
more. Yeah, after I got married, I haven't been anywhere.
Airlines opening up, there's no more
Yes,
restrictions.
yes,
It's Paris is a super beautiful city to
yes.
visit, regardless of
It
the season.
it doesn't get old,
Never, never.
you
I
know.
really love my life here.
So when I found out that you have, you're living there, and then I see how you resemble your life in Paris. It's very much like Emily in Paris. Uh,
Don't believe everything you see on
Tapi,
TV.
tapi,
It's nothing like that. Hoping for a neighbor like Gabrielle, but
I'm
unfortunately, not even close.
not even close, huh?
Yeah,
Gabriel is like a godsend if you got Gabriel as
that's
your
why they
neighbor.
say some things only happen in, the silver screen, right? So it's not real
It's
life.
true. It's true. And then the how she dresses also a bit too much also lah. She's an
Yeah.
executive kan. Macam mahal.
You will never see women in Paris wearing those shoes because the amount of walking you need to do, it's not realistic at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
I think this conversation will help to dissect that, the
sure.
actual Parisian life, and hopefully to explore what your everyday life in France is like, the idea behind Paris, I love you, what it means, and what moves your decision to leave for France, what day to day is like about, and what makes you fall in love with Paris. And as we talk about your everyday life in France, I hope and how it differs to other places you have lived. I hope you share your journey moving far from home, why it isn't the same, and then how you initiate your experience going, getting to know Paris and France on a personal level, and then rise to the challenge and become a better person, and also to discover yourself and what it means to your purpose in life. Can you
Sure.
describe how your day to day life in Paris is like?
Avec plaisir.
Oui?
With pleasure.
Yeah?
So my life, to be honest, is nothing like what you see on Emily in Paris, of course.
Mm-hmm,
Monday to Friday, it's really hustling at work. It's a lot of work, but the weekends is something that, I live for because there's so much to do in Paris. So really, my Monday to Friday, it's so boring. It's all work. But weekends is the time where, Paris as a city has so much to offer for everybody. If you like shopping, it's the shopping capital. And like now, this and January period is the season of sales. So last weekend was a bit of a damage for me
mm-hmm,
visiting the shops. But in terms of my weekends, I like gastronomy. So in Paris as well, and in France,
mm-hmm,
it's
mm-hmm,
a capital for foodies. So it's always a pleasure discovering new restaurants, new chefs in town, new cuisines. So that is something I do with my friends. At least once a week, we go and visit a new restaurant that we've not been to.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And I think also sometimes Paris is underrated because there's actually a lot of nature and parks. If you like, within the city, there are some beautiful parks where you can have really nice walks in the forest, or you jump on a train. Within 40 minutes, you can go to
mm-hmm.
like places like Fontainebleau, where there is again a beautiful forest where you can end up after a day of hiking, in the castle,
Yeah.
having some coffee and tea, to finish your day. So really, Paris, there's lots to do, even arts, visiting museums.
Mm-hmm,
So it's every weekend is something different with friends
mm-hmm,
to explore something new. But
mm-hmm,
what I really like to do is take advantage of the trains because France is so connected, and traveling to the different cities within France, it's
mm-hmm,
so easy. Planning at least once a month or every 6 weeks to
mm-hmm.
go and visit a new city in France. So that's,
So you don't need a car, can? You just have to just take a train and then you'll be there.
I've not been driving for so long since I moved out of Malaysia like 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So public transportation here is great. I think there was a misconception before I moved. I was really afraid of the metro, thinking
mm-hmm,
that it's going to be very dangerous and it's
mm-hmm,
not going to be so pleasant in terms of like the smell and things like that. But um, after living here, it's very easy taking the transport, the buses, trains, the metro,
yes.
everything is super connected. And even walking, so I enjoy walking very much. So sometimes, especially in the summer, or one thing I don't appreciate with the public transports here is like when you take a bus in the summer, there's no air conditioning. And
Mm-hmm.
we Malaysians, we love our aircon.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's something I can never get used to in France. There is no air conditioning, even
Yeah.
in the house. So like
Yes.
during summertime when it's really unpleasant, if the bus is packed, everybody is packed in the bus and there's no ventilation, only a small window open. So I prefer walking in the summer, to work and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
it's super easy. And Paris is such a small city, which is walkable,
Yeah,
very
it's
very
actually very
walkable.
small, can? Very
Mm-mm.
walkable, and then and it's nicer to walk because it's also, I mean, the city itself, is it cleaner now? It's better. I mean,
But
there was a
you always
part of it.
you always have to watch where you're walking in Paris. It's
Yes.
I wouldn't say it's super clean. You have to be
Uh,
careful where you walk
uh,
because people tend to
yeah.
walk their dogs and they don't clean up after their dogs. So you really have to be careful
Be
with
careful.
that. Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah. But I think overall, if you're walking, you see so much, oftentimes when I'm walking, I discover new places, or
Mm.
little shops that sells, very unique things where you wouldn't have discovered if you were not, on foot. So
Yes, yes.
every time, even not living in as a tourist as well, I prefer, always walking to get the
Yeah.
feel and lay of the land, so I know where things are.
What moves your decision behind leaving for France?
I got this opportunity because of work. If had it
Mm-hmm.
not been for work, I don't think, I would even consider moving to France. It's not an easy city to move to if you don't have support, and if you don't speak the language. It's
Mm-hmm.
super difficult to immerse yourself and get things
Mm-hmm.
done, because bureaucracy, it's not the most efficient sometimes, and you really need agent support. You need, your company to support
Mm-hmm.
you in the move. So I'm very lucky to be blessed to have a great company that looks after
Mm-hmm.
me in this way. And it's a no-brainer to take on this job. I have it's a once in a lifetime experience to live in one of the most beautiful, biggest capital city in the world, in Paris,
Yes.
and
Yes.
even the working in a global team is also once in a lifetime opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So once it was presented to me, I'm like, okay, I don't even think twice. I told, my company who offered me the job, I said, okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's go, allez.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, congratulations, Jean. I think
No,
you're
thank you.
successful and having to have this opportunity. I think a lot of girls will kill for this job.
No, actually, for me, I'm very lucky.
Yeah.
I work for L'Oreal, if I'm allowed to say that, and
Yeah.
I've had only great
Mm.
bosses that supported my career. Each boss
Wonderful.
have had a distinct impact on my life.
Yeah.
The bosses that I had served in Malaysia, they were the ones that gave me the opportunity. They believed in me, they trusted me, they allowed me
Mm-hmm.
to, demonstrate my capabilities.
Yeah.
And, moving to Hong Kong, I had also another boss who was really,
Mm-hmm.
championing my career, giving me opportunities to show my
Yeah.
work at higher
Yeah.
levels. So really, I have nothing. I'm so lucky to have great bosses. And today,
Yeah.
I'm also reporting to a very nice lady, and she's Danish. And
Mm-hmm.
this is a great boss. It's one of the greatest boss I've worked with, in terms of knows how to be a coach, knows how to be a friend, knows how to be a boss. So it's like a very good balance.
Yeah. Yes. And
Mm.
I've known you for so long, and I also know how you work. I think you are also very, good at your work.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And you
Thank you.
spoke about language and how difficult
Mm.
it is if you don't speak the language. But then go into a company that I can see that this is sort of an international environment as well. Has
Mm.
language be an issue within the working
Yes,
environment? Yeah.
within the working
Ah.
environment, not so much.
Mm,
Of course,
mhm,
we are in France. People are expected to speak French in the workplace, but we are
mhm.
part of a global team, so most of our
Yeah.
communications is done in English. But of
English.
course, really to get things done and interact and network, you need to know some French.
Mhm,
But the hard part for me comes in, like, the day-to-day life in Paris. For
mhm,
example,
mhm,
I moved into my flat and I wanted to buy a washing machine. So I had went to the Darties, which is an electronics store. I bought the washing
mhm.
machine, and thinking I bought a washing machine, but actually what I bought was a dryer.
Oh
So,
no.
this kind of boo-boo that you make.
No, what the
And
drop?
then I, like, within the first few months, I lost my bank card. I had to report loss, but the teller couldn't speak English.
Mhm.
So I had to put my friend on Teams. I put the phone next to the speaker, and she was explaining my situation for me, because I couldn't communicate with the teller from the bank
Oh.
side, like, to cancel my card. So, these are the little things. And when people deliver things to your house, or come and fix things. Like, I had plumber coming in, I couldn't communicate with them. I was using Google Translate
Mm.
to, like, explain myself.
There is an app if you use an iPhone called Translate where you can just speak and it will just write or speak to the other person in that language, and the person would understand, if that makes it
Exactly. So
easier.
so that's what I've been doing. Like, when service people come to the house, that's
Mm-mm.
like the thing I need to. I mean, now of course I speak very little French, not the best.
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
still
Yeah,
like
yeah.
learning, and the company supports us in terms of giving us French lessons, but it's not the
Yes.
easiest language to speak. You have
No.
to first decide whether, masculine, feminine.
Feminine, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And I have to
so
figure it out what what item is feminine. Is a washing machine a feminine or masculine?
ex exactly. So it's like, to speak one sentence, I have to
Uh,
think like so many times, so make so many
yeah.
decisions. So it's not natural. And the pronunciation, oh my God, don't
Mm,
even go there.
yeah. And, how has this journey changed you as a person?
Well, I think for me, I've always been quite independent, but this experience really, push you to the limit in terms of really living independently on your own. Everything you need to be very resilient, take care of yourself, because, a lot of times you don't have your comfort and support system back home. And so I think this whole experience really taught me to look at, number one, be resilient, but number two, look on the bright
Mm.
side. And I always, sometimes when I look, I'm just walking around and enjoying the beauty in Paris, and I just pinch myself
Mhm.
to it's really a dream come
Oh.
true. So I think it's about being thankful. I think that's
Mhm.
also very important, to have gratitude. I'm so blessed in what I have, and just being appreciative of that, and also family members. I
Mhm.
can't be here if also don't have the support of my family. I have a mom who's not too well in Malaysia, and I have a great
Mm.
family
Mm.
system who, supports the care of my mom, that allows me to have this life here in Paris. So I'm super
Yeah.
grateful for my sister and my brother who's looking after my mom who has like Alzheimer, which is not
Okay.
easy.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear about that. Did you get to visit her from time to time?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was back for Christmas, last
Hmm.
Christmas.
Okay.
And I make it a point to come back, like, twice a year. So usually,
Okay.
like, we have one thing great about working here, I never experienced before. It's like they have so much focus on enjoyment in life. They call it joie de vie. It's
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
you really, the French really appreciate enjoying life. So
Hmm.
the holidays we get here, it's like
Hmm.
40 days in a year.
Mm.
And
Mm.
summertime, everybody is required to take like 2 to 3 weeks off, and you completely
Mm.
disconnect from work. So like
Mhm.
August, if I look at my calendar in August, it's like
Mm.
empty, because nobody works in August, and this is something very unique to France and certain
Mm.
countries in
Yeah.
the Europe, in Europe
Europe. Yeah.
where
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
where people take their holidays in July, August. And in Malaysia, I've never experienced like, taking 3 weeks off. In the past, I've only taken like
No.
maximum 2 weeks kind of thing.
Hmm.
And here, you really work hard, and you have the time off to
Hmm.
recharge, rejuvenate, and
Hmm.
enjoy your time with some nice holiday.
I think that should be the way, because those time off helps you to recharge and get better and be a better person.
Mental health, you always need to
Hmm.
disconnect, because that's
Hmm.
how people suffer, like, burnout, or
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So I think living abroad, you really must have very strong mental health, huh? Because
Hmm.
sometimes everybody you want to talk to are like not nearby to you.
Hmm.
So having that mental strength and resilience and being
Mm-mm.
thankful keep somebody grounded, or someone like me
Yes.
grounded.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. And then
Mm.
speaking of how hard it is for Malaysia to even get 2 weeks off, I mean, let alone let alone 3 weeks. I
Yeah,
I I I hope that would change in the future. I
Well,
really
I hope
do.
so too. And I think
Mm,
now with companies, even like, there's some companies exploring like, 4-day week. And now you also
mm,
have like 2 days work from home that gives you more
mm-mm,
flexibility to manage
mm-mm,
your home environment in between, your work. I think that really helps. It's really a new
mm,
ways of working,
mm-mm. Yeah, yeah.
which I think a lot of company has embraced and it
Mm,
helped a lot of people.
yes. This is another reason also I don't want to return back to full-time
Mm,
work, to work for
mm,
people that would be so, tied up because they don't offer those kind of flexibilities for me as a father.
mm-hmm.
Now that I have a child, it's difficult if both of us are working and then my child is neglected, sort of. But if you do
Exactly.
have this kind of policy, it would help. I
Mm.
mean, I would love to return back to the workforce, but I'm considered myself as retired.
You are again so lucky and blessed to be able to pursue your
Yes,
passion.
yeah, yes, yes, but not in Paris, lah.
Well, you can always come for a holiday. It's
Yes,
only 14 hours flight.
14 hours flight. Yes, and I would love to see you
Yeah.
and experience. And I want to be those Emily's friend, as the girl that sing the Soleil
Uh,
something.
you are always welcome, and I will show you around Paris at
Okay.
all my
Yes.
favorite spots.
Yes, and I want to find out where your favorite spots are. Now, you did speak about your, some of your activities, which is eating and stuff like that. Is that your
Mm.
newly found favorite activities when you're
I I
in
wouldn't
Paris?
I wouldn't say newly found.
Mm-hmm,
I've always loved being a foodie.
mm-hmm,
And for me, I have this developed this new hobby of being a
mm-hmm.
restaurant reviewer. So I do a lot of
Mm,
Google reviews, and I like to,
nice.
share my opinion on this channel. So that's why I need content, right? So I go and
Yeah, yeah, yes.
try out these
That's
restaurants and do like reviews.
that's nice, Jane. It's a nice thing to do you, to leave review. You should maybe you did he pay you for
No,
leave?
no, no,
Not
not
no,
at
yeah.
all. I
Mm-mm,
was just thinking, every time we take all these food photos, what do you do
mm,
with it? And I don't post it on Instagram or anything like that.
mm-mm,
So where can I archive all my food and, have a list of a restaurant that I like and want to return to? So that's where, that's how it started, this
mm.
little hobby to, go try
Okay.
restaurants and then start reviewing.
Yes, you can create another account on Instagram and then start a Paris food review.
Malas.
Malas lah banyak kerja kan.
Exactly.
This one dah siap dah. App dia, you just done.
Yeah, it's just like my little food diary, okay?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
not for everybody, but for myself, and if it helps other people, great.
Uh-huh.
Because
Would
I also
people?
like to
Uh,
look at food reviews before I visit the restaurants, right? And I read the
yeah,
reviews. So for
yeah.
me, it's like paying it forward. If I put a review, it's
Put a
like also
review.
helping somebody. Yeah.
Would people know that you put the review down? Like if I
Yes,
were to,
there are
yeah.
some of my friends, they actually go to similar restaurants and they were like
Uh-huh.
they screen cap and they send me, is this your review? So it happened a few times.
Ah, okay. You become known in the area for that
No,
in the field, yeah.
not at all. Not at all.
But Paris kan or France, the food is really good kan to eat. I've tried so many things in the past and I love it. I suka.
Yeah, I mean just the
Mm.
basic thing like a baguette,
Mm.
the
Yeah.
baguette in Malaysia, it's so different from the ones you get here. And here there is like that's why baguette is like it's the national identity national dish, right?
Mm.
So every evening after work, the bakeries will still be open and they sell
Mm.
freshly baked baguette because that's what people do. They buy the baguette and they take it home for dinner.
The croissant is this something you have in the morning with
Uh,
coffee or
oh,
is it just a
croissant is,
cliche?
I mean, yes, croissant
uh,
here is so
uh,
delicious, but one
uh,
one thing I realized, you will never, how Malaysia we like to, you know, put like ham and cheese croissant or sausage with your
Mm-hmm.
croissant. You cannot
Mm-hmm.
find that type of, bakery items here. It's only a croissant. If
Mm-hmm.
you want a filling, it's like you eat a pain au chocolat,
Yeah.
or something like that. But there is no,
Yeah.
the croissant have it just like that, with your coffee
Yes.
or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And but this is a food that you cannot eat every day. It's super fattening, so it's best to
Yes.
just, keep it. I try to limit myself, like, only two a month or something like that.
That makes much more sense. Like roti canai lah, cannot eat every day.
Ah, betul. Oh, nasi lemak kan?
Cannot. You makan
Cannot.
sikit je. Ayo.
Exactly.
Now I know you did share a bit about your challenge
Mm.
in France. What is your biggest challenge or biggest obstacle living in France, apart from the language?
I think, for me, language
In
is it's really
mm,
a big obstacle. I would say
mhm, mhm,
I wouldn't undermine it. It's one of the biggest obstacle in terms of immersing yourself in the city and
mhm,
getting around, because anything you want to do, like, service wise, except for
mhm.
restaurants and shops, you really need to know some level of French to be able to survive. So what
Yeah.
we do is we learn survival French, just how to ask for what you want, things like that. But I
Mhm.
would say another big obstacle is, setting your expectations. So the more expectations you have, reality,
Yeah.
plus your expectation equals disappointment, right? Expectation
Yeah.
versus reality. Here, the challenge for me, it's like, you don't really get help a lot, because in Asia you really have all sorts of services available for you. Here there are services like, helper services or cleaners, but be
Mhm,
prepared to pay a lot. So everything, you must be very self-sufficient.
mhm.
Groceries, delivery here is be living in France took the joy out of online shopping for me, because you really have to be
Mm.
home to receive your parcel. Sometimes they just,
Oh.
if you're not at home, they chuck your parcel outside the street. If they can't, get into your apartment, it's very difficult in terms of delivery. So sometimes people send a delivery to like the nearest pickup points. So if you want to buy
Mm.
bulky items, like intending to change my chairs for my dining, because
Mhm,
my two cats have made it their scratching poles. I really need to replace it, but I'm
mhm.
just hesitating how and when to buy these things, because it's so difficult to get the delivery. So this
Mm.
is one of my challenge, online shopping,
Online shopping.
delivery.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that it's that difficult.
Yeah, yeah, and when I was in Hong Kong, I was like a happy clicker, every
uh,
time add to cart, buy and deliver. I have
uh,
no qualms, because I have a
yeah.
concierge to receive my things. But here in Paris, you better be home when there's a delivery. I've missed a few deliveries where, oh my God, I have to. It was the Amazon person was so kind when I missed my delivery.
Mm-hmm,
She said, actually, I'm not allowed to speak English, but I'll speak with you anyways.
mm-hmm.
So she completed my transaction
Uh-huh,
in English, and she said I'm
uh-huh,
really not supposed to. So
uh-huh.
had she not been nice, I wouldn't know how to, like, communicate to get them to re-deliver something I had ordered.
Mm,
So
mm,
these things, I think, they are small little things that represent,
mm-mm.
like little challenges that you will just have to adjust your lifestyle. Like
Yeah.
in the past, like in Hong Kong, Singapore, you want grocery, you just order from the app. Here, no, I
Yes.
have to make time to go to the grocery shop, and it always have to be a Saturday, because Sunday most of the shops are closed. So you take your Saturday and you plan your day to ensure that, if you want to shop in certain grocery store, you have to be around. You have to do it on the Saturday. Of
Yes.
course, Sunday
Yeah.
they are available, but not the you don't have a wide variety. And where I live, I have to travel pretty
Uh-uh.
far.
Uh, this is new to me to know what's really going on with the
Mm.
delivery, and then also I mean Europe closes on Saturday. I mean, the shops close on Sunday, kan?
I
This
think it's
did
better now,
better.
better now in terms of the shops. On
Uh,
Sundays, if you go to Galerie Lafayette, Le Bon Marché, Champs-Élysées, all the shops are open in Le Marais. So it's not an issue, in all these touristic shopping areas.
several areas.
But but a lot of shops, I would say, are still closed on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Even good restaurants are closed on Sundays.
Mm. So you're in the center of Paris, lah. Are
Yes, I'm
you in
in
the
the
center?
17 arrondissement, which is very close to Champs-Élysées, Arc de
Okay.
Triomphe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do they still close shops at 5 or this
It
5 p.m.
depends.
like
Maybe
but sometimes there,
no, I
sometimes no.
depends what shops. Most of like the grocery store it would be like 8 p.m. or sometimes 7,
Oh,
8:30.
okay.
It depends. Yeah,
Depends
I
where
would
you are.
say average 7 to 8. The shops will be closed.
Okay. A
Mm.
long time ago, I remember at 5 everything closed.
No, and I think now
Oh.
now it's a bit better.
7, 8, okay lah.
But it's
Just before
still
the
not like
return.
Asia. You
No.
know,
Ooh.
between opening and make money, I
Uh-uh.
think the French
Mm.
prefer to close and enjoy their life.
Yes. And then can when it comes to enjoying your life, when you need something, tutup pula.
Itulah.
Kan?
That's why living here, everything needs a bit of forward planning,
Yes, yeah.
what
Yes.
you want to do,
Yeah.
what you want to buy, everything needs a little bit
Mm-mm.
of planning ahead of time.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and here what I really love is like it's not like when we go to a guardian like a pharmacy, it has
Uh-huh.
everything, right? From skincare to even snacks to medicine, vitamins, all. But their
Yeah.
pharmacy is pharmacy, right? They only
Mm-hmm.
sell really pharmaceutical products.
Yeah.
And here what they believe in artisans. So this is what I love about going to the markets as well,
Uh-huh.
because
Uh-huh.
if you want to get cheese, you go to the fromagerie where they sell
Yeah.
the selection of cheese. You want to
Yes.
buy meats, you go to the butchery.
Mm-hmm.
You want to buy, fish, you go to the portionery. So I like the fact that, you get to really taste the high quality products, and these people who sells it are really expert and artisan. So
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
that's what I
Yeah.
love about, grocery shopping and food shopping in France,
Yeah.
is that
Yeah.
you get to
Yeah.
visit all these artisanal shops that really specialize in super beautiful ingredients that you would not see, especially in Malaysia, especially. Or
Yes.
even if you do, it's super expensive, kan, mahal.
Yeah. Maha. Yeah, I agree.
Mm,
It's a
mm,
beautiful story, Jin, what you share. And speaking of love,
mm.
is Paris I love you, Paris je t'aime, mean something to you? In what way? What it really means to you as a person?
Well, I think Paris Je t'aime. Well, it's sometimes I love, sometimes I hate. So
Yeah.
depending, it's like love. There's a love-hate
Uh-huh.
relationship.
Yes.
Sometimes, but most of the time is often love, because
Mhm.
living here, I think for me, appreciating the beauty of a city.
Mm.
I'll never get bored at looking at crossing the pont or the bridge, looking at
Mhm.
Eiffel Tower. That view will never bore me, and that's the beauty of
Yeah.
Paris. There's anywhere you point or everywhere you look, there's a corner or an art, street art that makes you appreciate the city. So I
Mm.
think in a city as vibrant as Paris, with such unique cultures, history, heritage, um, art, it really offers you the freedom to connect yourself with things that you're not familiar with.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
always think that you say je t'aime Paris, it's like it's allowing myself to expose myself to more new
Yes.
experiences by being here in
Mm.
Paris.
Yes. Do you agree to see something new always? You always find across something new, okay?
Yeah, I
And
think
even if you live there.
the opportunity of staying here is to discover. I think that
Yeah.
is, the nice thing about being an expat. You get to
Mm.
discover new things. So
Yeah.
that's also like, my point. I want to definitely discover all the cities in France.
Yeah.
And there's so far I've been to several, and each time, it's just amazing what I discover about the history of the city. Or for
Mm.
example, my last trip I was in Hans,
Mhm.
or it's the capital of Champagne.
Mhm.
And discovering the art of champagne making. It's really not just the drink, but it's really the history behind how it was
Mhm.
invented, how it was created, how it's stored. So it's really nice to connect with that. And
Yeah.
also maybe going to, one of my favorite trips was going to Rouen, where
Yeah.
I discovered the historic city where Jeanne
Mhm.
d'Arc, or Joan of Arc,
Yeah.
was burned at the stake, right? So that's a whole history that was happening in the 1500s. So
Mhm.
it's so historic. I feel being here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
my mission this year is to go and explore, Normandy side, and get to know
Understand.
the World War II history from that point of view.
Very nice.
Mm.
I went to one place called Boulogne-sur-Mer.
Mm.
When Napoleon was there too. You should explore that place.
You should send me a
Yeah.
text so I can
Yes.
ex I can
The
put that
city is
into a
still like
place.
that. The city is still in that barricaded castle, like it's very small, but it's very narrow street. Nanti I'll send it to you and let me
Okay.
know. Since you love all this, memang
Yeah, I
cantik. It's
really
really
I
nice.
love history. So,
Oh, oh.
I always think it's so fascinating to
Kan?
stand in a place where hundreds years ago, these
Mhm.
historic moments had taken place, and you
Yeah,
are,
yeah.
putting your foot there. So it's quite amazing.
Do you like also the French, the French seaside like Cannes and
I haven't been yet.
no,
So
not
the
yet.
closest I've been was Arcachon.
Okay.
Arcachon during the summer, but it was just too hot. It's
Yeah,
scorching, like
yeah.
heat wave, It's no joke. Yeah, I think
Yeah, yeah,
Malaysian
very.
sun
Oh,
is so
memang,
much
it's
better.
very hot. Yes, yes. The heat wave is unbearable.
And the week I went to Arcachon was the week of the forest fire
Mm,
nearby
mm-mm,
Bordeaux region.
mm-hmm,
And also it was the heat wave. Oh my God, I couldn't.
mm-mm.
I was like, okay, I really need to find a place with air conditioning, and there was none.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
And the
now that
closest they have is fan, like a fan.
yes, yeah. But I mean, I know. Well, I mean, I probably I think about this a lot. When I look at the structures of building, it's probably not feasible to install an AC aircon. But it's also if you have an aircon, it would be expensive, right? Dia punya
Actually,
apa? Yeah.
when I
Oh,
was in
what?
Singapore,
Huh.
I when I was first offered the mission to come to Paris,
Huh.
and as soon as I accepted, I knew I was coming. The first thing I did, I went to Lazada and I bought portable air conditioner.
You,
So I do have air conditioning in my house
ah,
right now.
okay, okay. Sebab tak tahan.
Yeah, I cannot imagine. And then in my house, I have empat kipas. What do you call that? Stand
The
floor
stand fan.
floor
Ah, floor.
stand fan of
Ah,
from floor. I
yeah,
have
yeah.
four.
The AC you bought in Lazada is the floor one also or the wall one?
No, no, no. It's a portable AC. It
Portable, right?
blows like cold air to one person only. So,
Ah, okay, okay. At least it helps with the
oh yes.
temperature.
During the heat
I,
wave, oh my
no,
God, I cannot go out. When you
mm,
open the window, you can feel it's burning. It's like, I don't know how to describe. It's like you open the oven and you
huh,
feel the heat coming up
the
from the
heat.
oven.
Mm,
That's exactly my
you
feeling
know,
when I open the window. I'm like, okay, I
yes.
am not going out. I close the window, I turn on my
Mm-mm.
portable air condition, and I watch Netflix.
Yeah.
Summertime, it was tough. I think last summer was the hottest summer. And they were like, I think 4 days out of the whole summer period where the temperature rise to like 39, 40 degrees.
Yo,
There was four
that's
days only, but
hot.
other times, some of it's like 35, 36 degrees. It's definitely hotter than Malaysia. And it's dry. And
It's
it
dry.
feels like
Yeah.
it burns your skin.
Well, there's nothing you can do about it. I mean,
Yeah,
it's nature.
it's nature.
It's
Exactly.
nature. Okay. Wow,
It's
interesting.
it's uh it's nice. I really love the fact that there's four different seasons. So summer doesn't last forever
Yeah.
because after summer there's autumn. So
Autumn and then
yeah, that's
winter
the
and then spring. Yeah.
that's the beauty about living here. The four
Good.
seasons.
Yes,
Mm.
yes. I love four season country. I
Kan
love because
we
it's
Malaysians, I think so lah, because we only
mm,
want
mm,
either rain or shine, kan? So
mm,
it's like for me, all my colleagues they're saying, "Oh, I hate winter. It's so gloomy," and I'm like,
mm.
"No, I love
No.
it."
I think I love because of the fashion. I can wear my winter clothing. I can,
Kan?
accessorize.
With your
Um,
boots.
with my boots, and then as the winter gets you know towards the end of winter, you
Hmm?
can start wearing lighter. It just
Mm.
there's change of wardrobe throughout the
Mm-mm.
season. It's not always the same. Here, that's it.
Ex
Okay.
exactly. No, but here's
Oh.
one thing surprised me. The French, can now we have this athleisure where people like to wear, your Lululemon
Uh-uh.
sports outfit, and you wear it to the mall and go out. Here is frowned upon. You only wear sports attire when you do sports. So the
Mm.
French, they don't wear like athleisure for normal activities.
Mm. Because it's not for the right purpose.
Exactly.
Dia orang kan
They're
artisan.
they're very proper. They have
Ah, uh-uh.
it's very proper in terms of their culture. But I mean, I really like getting to know this other
Yeah,
side.
good, good. I'm so happy for you, Jean, that you
Oh, thank you so
found this
much.
place to be something that you would enjoy in your life.
Mm,
Kan?
I'm super, super lucky.
I'm happy to know. What are your words of wisdom you hold on to make a difference in this journey?
So, words of wisdom, I would say, number one, have humility, and staying humble is very important. I would say number two is definitely have trust in yourself, but faith in God. That God will
Yes.
always, point you in the right directions. You're at the right moment at the right time, and you always make the right decision for yourself at that given time. So
Mhm,
be okay, and it's all right to fail. As cliche as it might sound, every mistake is a lesson.
mhm.
So just take, all the curveballs that's thrown at you as an adventure, and be open to that journey, I would say. Yeah.
Yes, yes, well said, well said.
Too many words.
No, it's beautiful. It really shows that you don't just live, you experience life. That's how you can
Mm.
say it.
I think what taught me a lot is in the past I always go for material things, like I
Mm,
want to buy this, I want to buy that. But
mm,
now living abroad, I think where I want to invest my money is in experiences.
mm.
So I
I,
think that's more rewarding than, buying
yeah,
something.
yeah. And those materials you already have it already, pun, kan?
Yeah, and
Those
yeah, so I
bags
think
and all the stuff. Like, I mean,
exactly.
as you also get
So
older,
mm,
you mature in that sense, and you feel like it's not that material things don't matter anymore. It's just your priorities have changed, and then you get better along the way, better at spending, better at deciding at something than just
mm,
repulsive or um, compulsive buying sometimes.
exactly.
Can
And also being good to yourself, I would say,
yeah,
treat
yeah.
treat yourself well, love yourself, and make sure that,
Mm-mm,
you don't shortchange yourself, always put
mm-mm.
yourself.
Okay.
first. Mm.
I love how our conversation can change from 20 years ago, like from what bag is that, with
Ex
shoes, and party here, party there, events here, party here. I'm in
Kan?
magazines, but now I love it.
At the end of
I
the day,
love it.
you
Uh,
cannot take material things to you to your grave, right? All you
no,
can take
yeah,
with you is your experience and the difference you made on this world. You know,
indeed,
at the end of the day, that's all that's what count relationship, how you lived your
yeah,
life, what you've
yeah,
seen, what you've tasted, what you've experienced. Those things are priceless that,
mhm,
when you're, able-bodied, because sometimes there
mhm,
will be a time when you're growing old, you cannot anymore. So for me, I'm always up for the adventure, so bring it
mhm.
on.
Yes, bring it on. What are your hopes and dreams for yourself, for your career, perhaps for the world?
So I start with myself. Definitely, I hope to have the good health to allow
Mm-hmm,
me to go on many, many more adventures and journey.
mm-hmm,
And in my career, I would say I would hope to be blessed with more opportunities and good bosses that will champion my career.
yeah.
And for the world, I think everybody just needs to be a little bit more kinder to each other, not so judgmental, say nice things
Mm-hmm.
and give a little love. There's just too much hate going on, especially on social media. So I think, we should stop and appreciate the beauty rather than, see the bad sides of things.
Yeah,
So,
your cat agrees.
you heard me. Sesa, indeed.
Oui, she says.
We.
Yes, and another thing is having a boss that would support you, would champion you is really important too in your career journey. If you don't have
Exactly.
that, just want you to be there at one place without growth, I think that's something that I think if I were to experience, I'd be really sad.
Mm.
Okay.
And people don't leave their jobs, they leave their bosses actually.
True.
70%. It's proven.
Yeah, that's me.
People
Most of the jobs that I left because of my bosses.
can. So I think you're in life, your boss will
Mm,
determine your experience at work. So
yeah.
and in L'Oreal, there's always change in 3 years. So what I
Yes.
really hope for is for every change brings me an even better boss.
Yes. Yes, because you're worth it.
Exactly. Well said.
Because you're worth it.
We are with it. You're with it. We are with it.
What do you say in French? You're worth it because you're worth it.
Are you testing
L'Oreal.
me?
SCV ou CV or something. Okay, Jin. It was so much fun talking to you.
Exactly. It's like time never changed since like some
Yeah.
10 years ago since
No.
we last met.
No. Yeah. No. And I think I've known you like more than that. More than
More
10
than 10
years.
years. Yeah,
Yeah, more
exactly.
than
It's
10
like the
years.
good old days, but so nice to hear
Mm,
your voice. I mean, I
okay.
always follow you and catch up on what you're doing on
Yes,
Instagram.
yes. Me too, me
But
too.
it's nice to speak with you and also see you, have grown, have a family. It's
Yes.
very nice to see you. Even doing this podcast, it's something I never expected you to do. So
Yeah, I personally don't expect myself to do something like me. I love Oprah Winfrey, but I never thought I could do something like her.
and you have this
You know?
talent to make people talk. So I think this is the thing. Never say
Yeah.
never.
Mm,
And like you, just jump in, explore your passion and see where it takes you.
yeah.
So
Yeah. Thank you, Jin.
thanks
Thank
for
you.
inspiring other people, huh?
Thank you. Well, Jin, you are an inspiration to me, I think, and I love you for who you are.
Thank you so much,
Congratulations and
Jeffy.
all that you
I'm so
do. All the best.
I'm so happy. Like, we haven't spoke for so long, but
Yes.
connecting with
Yeah.
you is just like much up
Yes.
yesterday.
Yes.
It's like
Uh,
the good old times in Bangsar.
Can? Yes. And connecting like this, something I can go back to it and listen one day.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
for giving me the opportunity. It's so,
Yes.
so nice to speak to you. I know it's so
Yes.
early for
Yes.
you
Yes.
in back home.
Yes. It's it's also late for you. It's about a bedtime.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's only 11-ish. It's fine.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for doing this with me too and helping me in this journey.
My pleasure.
Thank you for listening to He. A new episode is available every Thursday, and don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. We'd love to hear from you. Follow me on social media at Rafi Ridzwan and at He Podcast for all the updates and behind the scenes. Once again, thank you for listening to He with Rafi Ridzwan.